What's up everybody, welcome to the video. Today's video is about this here. This is a Nintendo 64 to apparently HD HDMI converter. So we can use the N64 on modern TVs with the HDMI lead. So generally we have the sort of the three colours, the SCART, that sort of thing. Now the interesting thing with the N64 is that it works with RGB when you're using it in the TV, but when you're putting it in the capture cards and stuff like that to use it, it doesn't work. So some of the alternatives is to use things like this, so it turns it into a HDMI lead to connect it to your TV. So we're going to check out, see actually how good it is. So we've got a TV set up, so we're going to go and have a look. So before we get in the bulk of the video, let's open this up and see what we get. So in the packet, you have the actual converter itself. So it's an N64 to HD, full 1080p HD. So there we go, it's manufactured in China, and that's it there. So it has the HDMI port and also the option for the 3.5mm audio out. The HDMI sends the audio through that cable anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. You also get an HDMI lead included. I've got one of my own, so I won't be using that one for the minute. And then just the instructions. So this is to convert and upgrade analog RGB signals from the N64, GameCube and SNES to digital HDMI. So it supports 16:9 and 4:3. It's got instructions for PS2 as well, but this is only for this, so it must be a generic instruction manual that comes with each one. So at the moment we have it set up with the RGB cable in the back of the TV. So the red, yellow and white. So we're just going to have a go on this and just see what it's like. So this actually sort of nearly fills the screen. There's a little bit of a thing to the left hand side, a little black bar, a little bar at the top. But generally it sort of seems to fill the screen up. Looks okay as well, a bit blocky, but not too bad. But what can you expect from a console this old? Misjudge that. Bit of drifties around. So that's one lap done. So I will put in the HDMI lead and see what it's like. So there we go, console back on, games all loading up. So I don't know if you can see that, but the text here and the screen itself is quite flickery from left to right. And again on this it's sort of like there's some definite movement. And yeah, it looks a bit weird, like really shaky footage with it, and it also seems a little bit more blurry than the other one. Some parts look a bit sharper, but the other parts look a bit blurry. Has the same black bar to the left, which it did in the AV cable as well. So that must just be the actual game itself, with it being that sort of size and the TV, but I think it's a little bit brighter than the AV cables. Like I said, this sort of shakiness that's going on, that seems to be the entire screen. It's a bit nauseating. Like when you're just driving along there, when you're still, it seems to be like your car's shaking and the actual screen's shaking. So if I look to the top right there now where it says rank 09, like that text is shaking from left to right. Whereas on the AV cables on the back of the TV, it wasn't doing that. There, and then on the pause menu as well, you can sort of see it just shaking from side to side like that. So yeah, so I have to say, on first impressions with this cable, it's not that good, I don't think. So I got this original one from Temu, but they're on AliExpress and eBay, wherever you want, but I think they're all pretty much the same. Fair enough, it lets you put this into a TV with an HDMI port, because your TV may not have AV cables. So the smaller one does, but the bigger one over there does not. So it's hard to plug that in to there to get it to play through. I do have a capture card, and the capture card things that I have are for composite and component and stuff like that. So it doesn't work because it doesn't have RGB output with those cables. So what I'm going to have to do is investigate a bit further. I may potentially get a SCART lead and then plug that into a retroscaler, possibly, to try and get that to upscale, and then plug that retroscaler into something else to play with HDMI ports so I can get the best output and still record stuff. But I don't know. But I think this HDMI N64 thing just isn't that good. It's good to get your N64 working on a TV if you don't have the ports, but other than that, I wouldn't say it's that good. Is there anything else that you want featured on the channel? Let me know in the comments below. I have my PS1, PS2, I have the Dreamcast, which I'm just on sorting out, the N64, all the other retro consoles I'm getting done, even this the PSP 3003. Try and get that all done so I can get some retro gaming content on YouTube and stuff. Really enjoying this because I used to enjoy it as a kid. So it's nice to get back to it and start doing it. So let me know in the comments below what you want to see on the channel. And yeah, until next time, see ya.